Good morning, everyone. It is Stephen and Andrew from Pin in the Atlas. Today, we're going to really dive into some history.
Yeah, we're at the old trail town in Cody, Wyoming. Now, all of these buildings are original, but they've been brought here from different areas around Wyoming and Montana. This was also the site that Buffalo Bill Cody laid out for the original town back in 1895. Only lasted a year, and then the true town of Cody as we know it today is 3 miles down the road. Now, one thing that I will have to say is filming the Old Town Trail, you do need permission. You do have to have forms for any commercial filming, which is what we've done. So let's take a look.
Gonna walk the boardwalk into the Old West Trail.
Now, it does cost $10 per person to get in, and all of those proceeds go towards keeping the town in the state it's in.
Wonderful. Let's get our tickets. After the entrance, this is the first building we come to.
Yeah, this is a Taggart carpenter shop, and it was built in 1901. It was from Cowley, Wyoming, and it was used by George Taggart, who was a Mormon pioneer, and he came to the Bighorn Basin by wagon train in 1900.
So this is a carpenter shop, but they have a bunch of insulators in there. I like that chest on the floor. That is incredible. There's another one up here. No, two more over here. Love that old drill press on there. Some of these old tools, I mean, these guys really knew how to work back then.
Look at that stove. I'm always fascinated with the stoves.
Yeah, the stoves, they are pieces of art. There is a lot of glare coming out the glass because of the light bleeding through from outside. But there's a photo, those are photos of Curly, the Native American, and Colonel Custer. And inside this display case there is an old horse saddle, rifle, and looks like his moccasins.
Yeah, Curly was one of Custer's Crow Indian scouts that helped him with the defeat of the Battle of Little Bighorn, or he relayed the news.
That's pretty neat.
And this is where he lived. It's a nice sized cabin.
It is. This is a really decent size. I know they've moved it here obviously from where it was, but still, these are remarkable.
Look at the buffalo skin coat.
Yeah, that would definitely keep you warm. You know, the winters up north are pretty harsh. That looks very cozy.
This is the Morrison cabin, built in 1884, and it was built at the foot of Copper Mountain. This is really neat.
This is cool. I think Curly had the better end of the deal. His cabin was huge compared to this.
Look at the little stove in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, and the picture of the baby. And the old rocking chair.
And some saddles and things, or not saddles, but... Now this cabin was built by some homesteaders on Monument Hill in about 1900. And here is an oddity, two-headed calf.
That's strange, isn't it?
Should be like in Ripley's Believe It or Not, they have a bunch of those. Saddles. Again, look at these old chests.
They're amazing. Look at the intricate detail of them.
Those are, and can you imagine, those are fully stocked, how heavy that would be.
Mm-hmm. And another coat.
Again, beautiful fur coat, yeah. Got some axes, some hatchets.
Creaky floorboards.
Very creaky floorboard. Another fur coat back there.
Now, they're traps, aren't they? Bear traps.
Those are some kind of traps. The bear trap's just that one big contraption with the teeth. Those are maybe beaver traps or something. Well, they're obviously we're trappers. Look at all the hides.
I'm sure someone will tell us.
Yeah. Gorgeous piano. You've got a great little wagon here right next to this small building. And what's this one?
This is the coffin school. The old desks and the
Oh yeah.
the chalk plates.
And look at the stars on the flag.
And that's Abe Lincoln.
Abe Lincoln, yep.
This is
Very cozy little school. I love the books there on the teacher's desk.
yeah, it was built in 1884.
Next building on the tour is the Shell Store, which was built in Shell, Wyoming in 1892. This is really neat. I like seeing this set up, the old cash register. Again, everything was just so intricate. God, look at that. Dayton, Ohio.
And then look at all the bowls and the bottles and cans.
The boxes up top, everything is...
Baking soda. Don't you just love it?
I do. Just absolutely love seeing this stuff. You know, it's part of our history, where we've come from. These people back then, I mean, they were absolutely tough individuals, eking out an existence way out here in the middle of absolutely nothing. They would build these towns and build a life.
All the books. Look at the old boxes.
I know.
And you can see the dovetails on the side of the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And how fine they are. And
Yeah.
that would have all been, well, it would have been handmade in those days, wouldn't
Right.
it?
Dovetails, and then somebody else said some finger joints for some of the boxes too. And look at the toboggan, the old sled up there. I could just spend hours in stores like this, just looking at everything in detail. And then the shoes, look at these women's boots.
They don't look very comfortable. How pointy they are.
But they're still stylish, look at that.
They're like winkle pickers.
I don't know what that is, but that sounds funny.
What, winkle pickers?
Yeah.
They're really, really pointed shoes.
Sounds funny and a bit rude.
Look at the gunpowder box.
Like the old store frontage, in this building right here is the post office. The Bonanza post office was built in 1885 in the Wyoming territory known as Bonanza. So I wonder if that is the same Bonanza that we filmed in Idaho.
Quite possibly. We'll have to see if we can find out.
That is the strangest post office I've ever seen.
Look at all those skulls and horns. Oh,
Hello, sir. Sorry, we're just admiring your post office and all your animal skulls. We're both excited to explore this next cabin
this
because it has a lot of cool history to it.
is the hole-in-the-wall cabin, and through these doors walked Butch Cassidy, the Sundance Kid, Kid Curry, and numerous outlaws from the hole-in-the-wall gang.
Oh, yes. The card game on the table. Hey, those shot glasses are empty. What's going on here?
And look at the photographs.
Oh, these photos are amazing. Oh, I'm gonna get some glare in there. It's a shame. It's a really nice photograph.
That's a very famous photograph. And this is Butch Cassidy at about 17 years old, working in the ranch in Utah.
Oh, wow.
Again, squeaky floorboards.
Squeaky floorboards. Oh, I just noticed the rifle above the doorway. Oh, horseshoes upside down.
Yep.
Oh, we might be able to get, okay, on the way out, I'm going to zoom in on those. Might be able to get without the glare. And then they got some clothes or cowboy hats.
Bearskin on the wall.
Saddles, the stone.
And the hat that Butch Cassidy used to wear. I don't think that is the hat,
Right,
but
that would be definitely
the
in a
style.
museum somewhere.
Yeah.
This is very cool. They said there's so much history that went on in these walls. And then hopefully, still a bit of glare.
Maybe come back
It's a
a bit.
shame. And there's Butch Cassidy. Sundance Kid. And Kid Curry. And now we're entering the Mud Spring Cabin.
Yeah,
From
this was
1897.
This was where Kid Curry and the Sundance Kid were planning the notorious robbery up at Red Lodge in Montana.
Oh, wow.
Could you imagine if these walls could talk?
Oh, I know. The conversations that took place in
Look
here.
at the Prince Albert tin. It's in perfect condition on the table.
Oh, wow.
We often see those in our mining
Yeah,
camps.
the mine explorers, and then out in the can dumps. Incredible old chest. Oh, look at the writing on there. That's really cool. This here is the livery stable that was built in 1890. In here you can see there's a bunch of saddles, stirrups, and wagons. Look at that one back there in the very back. So it could fit 2 drivers, 2, 4, 6 passengers at least. And that one, then this one right in front of it, looks like a more luxurious cabin. It's got a fabric canopy, leather seat. Nearing the end of the tour, we've come to the Burlington store.
Yeah, this was built in 1897.
Make out, I know the glare is quite bad. The vest and some chaps in there. Some rifles. Yeah, I think the glare is going to be a bit off-putting.
We've got a chuck wagon in the middle.
Old-time chuck wagon. And the same saddles all over. Some more chaps. Got a nice, another old fur coat.
A moose.
Look at that moose.
The elk looks,
Elk's pretty damn big
yeah,
too.
looks about the same size. You can see the back of the chuck wagon there.
collect their goods. About to enter everyone's favorite building. You can see there's a bullet hole in the door here. And there's a few more in the molding right there.
Bullet hole there.
And one there.
Now this saloon was built in 1888 and Butch Cassidy, W.A. Gallagher, Blind Bill Houlihan, if that's how you pronounce it,
Houlihan.
And a host of other cowboys and gunfighters used to frequent this place.
And it's very small. You know, you always get the impression that, oh, these saloons were huge. They weren't. They're just big enough to come in and get you happy.
Yeah.
Play a card game.
Get shot.
Get shot or shoot someone, you know. Same story. Now this here is the McNally cabin, which was built in 1886, but brought here as a dedication to those strong women of the West. You see just in front of us Miss Drell Drury, who was a lady of the evening, and all these other wonderful pioneer women. Like we mentioned earlier, it was an extremely tough life. But somehow or another, they still made it a little bit more glamorous.
And no explore would be complete without a trip to the loo. Oh.
Oh, what?
Not quite what I was expecting.
We've been duped. Where's the old Dunny? We want to say thank you to Old Trail Town here in Cody, Wyoming for allowing us to film here and exploring their wonderful buildings.
Although this isn't a real town per se, all these buildings are original, and it's great to see where Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid and Kid Curry and all those infamous outlaws used to hang out and plan their robberies.
Mm-hmm.
And on that note, get out there, go and explore, put another pin in the atlas, and we will see you on our next adventure.
Bye.